there is a coarsening of the society.
We were born with Judeo-Christian beliefs.
The belief that the rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God.
If we ever forget that we're one nation under God, then we will be a nation gone under.
We must protect religious liberties for all men. That's how we make sure that this country is not dismantled by those folks that want to completely eradicate God from our history and from our future.
We're seeing things that are unimaginable. Right here in the Capitol, literally erasing the word God from the structures here.
We need this kind of revival of people turning back to God.
It's not a Republican or a Democrat thing.
In God we trust. It's an American thing.
Join us and publicly display this motto.
In God we trust.
Join thousands of Americans in the Million Window campaign and declare our national motto, In God We Trust.
It's our duty and responsibility to join together and unite.
One of the best things people can do is realize they can make a difference.
We are one nation under God.
Go to InGodWeTrust.com today. Order your decal and display it proudly.
Let's again write In God We Trust on our buildings, in our classrooms, to combat the anti-God dismantling of our nation.
Say it and display it. In God We Trust.
You're listening to War.
Administration in Washington, D.C. The whites were evenly divided. It was the fact that you threw 80% of your votes behind the Democrats that put the Democrats in the White House. When you see this, you can see that the Negro vote is the key factor. And despite the fact that you are in a position to be the determining factor, what do you get out of it? The Democrats have been in Washington, D.C. only because of the Negro vote. They've been down there 4 years. And all other legislation they wanted to bring up, they brought it up and gotten it out of the way, and now they bring up you. And now they bring up you. You put them first, and they put you last. Because you're a chump. A political chump. In Washington, D.C., in the House of Representatives, there are 257 who are Democrats. Only 177 are Republicans. In the Senate, there are 67 Democrats. Only 33 are Republicans. The party that you backed controls 2/3 of the House of Representatives and the Senate, and still they can't keep their promise to you, because you're a chump. Anytime you throw your weight behind a political party that controls 2/3 of the government, and that party can't keep the promise that it made to you during election time, and you're dumb enough to walk around continuing to identify yourself with that party, you're not only a chump, but you're a traitor to your race. I know you don't like me saying that, but I'm not the kind of person who come here to say what you like. I'm going to tell you the truth whether you like it or not.
Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Today, I'm very proud of myself.
Newsmax calls him a top 50 most influential black Republican in the country. Liberals call him... The president calls him Wayne.
We do love Wayne, right? We love Wayne, right?
Broadcasting live from the We Are America radio studios in Washington, D.C. This is the Wayne Dupree Show.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Wayne Dupree Show. I'm your host, the news ninja, Wayne Dupree. I was looking at a graphic here on Twitter. Y'all stop messing with that hog boy. And I'm looking at Heil Hog, you know.
I know, that's what you think about when you see that picture, though. The first thing.
They gave that boy the Hitler mustache and everything.
My generation's going to start a revolution. Your generation can't start a lawnmower.
They're going to start a revolution without guns. But look, they even got little Sinead O'Connor with a little Hitler sash too.
You see the one where she tore up the Constitution?
You know what? At first I was like, did she really tear that thing up? But then I was like, yeah.
No, somebody made that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Wayne Dupree. This is Real Talk, Real Opinions, Real Americans, Real Grassroots. We're glad to have you with us. We are broadcasting live on Red State Talk Radio, on K-Truth, thepoliticalinsider.com. Want to welcome them to our audience now. I mean, we're trying to get it a full-time thing here. We want to welcome those that are watching us on the Wayne Dupree Facebook page. We know that Facebook is trying to cut you out of the loop, but we're trying to keep you in the loop. I want to welcome all the beautiful people on Periscope and Spreaker and YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, we are running the damn gambit on... Oh, I'm sorry. I cursed. Sorry about that. But we're running the gambit on broadcasting right now, and we're doing it without a major push from, I ain't even going to go there, from major people and stuff like that. We're grassroots. We're grassroots. And I'm happy to have the beautiful Stacy Rush. I had somebody else on my mind.
Oh,
because
somebody else besides me, Wayne Dupree.
Yeah, I'm working interviews behind the scene, so I'm working interviews behind the scene.
I get where you're going,
and that one was on my mind. Yeah, that she contacted me today. So, Stacy Rush, how are you, Stace?
I am doing wonderfully, just absolutely wonderfully, and I hope you and Hutch are as well. Good evening to everybody listening in. I am just happy to be here to put in my 2 cents with all the crazy news of the day that continues to come out even as we're on air.
And then we also have...
You hear that little chuckle? Something's getting ready to come. Go on, bring it.
What'd you do, Hutch?
Listen,
we have the lovely, beautiful Hutch Bailey Jr. How you doing, Hutch?
Doing pretty nice, sweetheart. I'll tell you, I got a face for radio, man. You can keep on saying that. It ain't going to change nothing.
Oh, my God. I love messing with you, man.
I know, man.
Love messing with you.
Good stuff.
Oh, man. Okay, so I haven't even said what we were going to talk about tonight, but you know what? Let's take this first caller right here. Just to start off the show after Omnibus weekend. Go ahead, 262.
Yo, what's happening, Wayne?
What's up, man?
Hey, I wanted to ask you, man, what did you think of the March for Lies this weekend?
I think they should have locked all of them up. That's what I think. And honestly, I think that their parents should be locked up with them. That's what I think.
And did you see Adolf Hogg, in his purple arm patch, dude? Sitting there trying to brainwash our kids, man.
Yeah,
dude, they are not lying. The Democrats are coming, dude. And there is no way in heck, dude, that you can't sit here and not take this seriously, dude.
No. Look, when I saw the photo of the crowd, I was like, damn, they ain't playing. I mean,
man, I'm telling you, dude.
I really looked at it. I was like, where is our stuff? I mean, look, I'm tired of hearing that, I had to work and stuff. Look, all those people weren't out of work. You know what I'm saying? All those people out there were not out of work, but they were in Washington, D.C.
These people kill me.
And it looked like another inauguration.
From the standpoint of is that they talk all about, human rights, dude, and the value of our children in the future, but yet they're so quick, dude, to abort all of their kids, man.
That's true. Hey, man, thank you a lot for your phone call, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get on the road, but thank you for your call, my man. We got to get on the road because we have a special guest calling in tonight with my friend, our friend of the show, Mr. Antonio Sabato Jr. is calling into the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that over the weekend I said, I'm done. I'm through. I'm finished. Finished pussyfooting around with this national debt. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of Congress spending all the damn money. So, for as long as I can, you see that debt clock in the top right-hand corner? I want to show y'all where our national debt is. Now, our U.S. federal spending is up 13%. But our national debt right now is $21 trillion. $21 trillion. Can
you even put that much on a calculator?
You can't put that much in the bank. You can't put that much in one bank. You can't put it in a few banks.
Look at that thing climbing. It's climbing by tens of thousands a second.
This thing is active. It is live. Those moving numbers, it's going up all the whole time. Each one of you, $64.28. Is that dollars or
64,000? It's got to be.
Yeah, I think that's 64,000. That's it. Each debt, each of you, if you're a citizen of the United States, you owe $64,000 on something that you had nothing to do with.
And the government took in over $1 trillion in taxes, and they are $731 billion overspent on that.
And then you look at what was included in that bill too. The things, and I only looked at the things that Rand Paul tweeted out, and just the amount of waste that is included in our spending. I don't know, where is the conscience of the people who represent us in Washington?
It's gone.
Yeah, it is.
It's Rome. Where it's the Whigs.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that this is happening and many people are looking past this. Many people are looking past this like they don't even care.
They're conditioned. I mean, the media doesn't care. You'd have to count you'd have to see $1 trillion on a pallet or on several pallets, not one pallet.
Yeah.
To get the idea of how much money that really is.
Right.
That's 1,000 billion. 1 trillion.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's going to be up there. And bam. See, I got it up there. It's up there. I'm not playing. You know why? Because I'm tired of people talking. I was tired of us talking about it for the last 8 years. And now all of a sudden, nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about it now, but I do. And I'm going to show, and it's going to be up here on the screen. I'm going to try to have it every show. It's going to be right up there. I want y'all to see what's going on while we're having this show. Because sooner or later, somebody's going to have to hold them accountable, either vote them out or just tell them, you know what, just get rid of the debt. Just get rid of it. And just get rid of money.
There's only one way to get rid of the debt. And that's war.
That's true. That is true. That is true. And
because we owe that money to other countries, some of it.
I learned that when I was in the military. I learned that right when I was in the military, that we go to war because of money.
But the problem is if you don't have any money, it's pretty hard to wage war.
That's true too. And that's what Dan Bongino was trying to say about the omnibus bill. I still can't believe that they put that thing together.
I still can't get over it. Just the amount of spending and the fact that, I go back to how long has it been since we have had a budget?
Right.
And what was the deal the last time? I started thinking about this too, and I just hadn't had too much time to look into this. But what about the fact that they had not the omnibus bill, but what was it? What are the continuing resolutions? And I seem to recall, Paul Ryan say, we've just got to do this now because we're going to have a budget, on the president's desk after we get through this continuing resolution. And so what we get is an omnibus bill. That's not a budget that lasts for 6 months. What the hell?
Well, they even play games. They play games. The House sent the Senate a budget bill.
Yeah.
And the Senate did nothing.
Right. But the House, if it was up to the House, they would have done nothing too. It's all a game. You know, it's like the senators that voted no on the omnibus bill.
Right.
They were allowed to vote no.
You know, I'm looking at, I think it was a CNBC article from last year, May 4th, 2017. A $1.2 trillion omnibus comes weeks after negotiations. The deal puts an additional $15 billion toward Trump's planned military buildup and $1.5 billion more toward border security. Paul Ryan said this is what winning looks like.
I'll tell you what, Paul Ryan, I heard there's rumors that you're going to retire.
Yeah, that son of a gun. Yeah.
But this is to you and whoever replaces you, and this is to you, Mitch McConnell. You heard our president tell you that he's not going to sign another one of these. So if I were you, I would start working on the budget because you two guys are going to own it if you don't.
I'm looking at CNN's, not looking at CNN because I don't go to CNN.com, but the headlines on Google, which Google, Facebook, and Twitter CEOs are going, Congress says, we want to talk to you. Now, I hope Grassley keeps that attitude when he asks some questions because that dude is an angry old man when he be asking questions like, did not do, I'm like, dang, man, go ahead with your bad stuff.
But you know what they're going to talk about? They're going to talk about the data collection that's been going on since there was data.
Yeah, I know. But you know what, though? Pepco or Pep Boys or Pepco is pulling.
Well, one's automotive and one's a pet thing.
Yeah. You know what? I think it's Pep Boys. They're pulling their
Pep Boys. Okay.
Yeah, they're pulling their advertisements from Facebook. Mozilla pulled their ads last week. Now
when they lose any more support, Facebook's going to be in black and white.
There we go. I'm calling on other companies to also pull your advertising. See, you don't mess with guys' children and think you're going to get away with it. Now, Facebook decided that they were going to take us, cut down our reach on social media, and they felt that they were going to go after our social media websites and stuff. And there you go, man. There you go. Now Facebook is in trouble. So, I mean, honestly, myself, I don't feel for Facebook. I want them on hot seat. I wish I was able to ask them questions. I'm serious. I wish I was able to ask them questions. Ladies and gentlemen, in a few minutes, we're going to have Antonio Sabato Jr. here on the line. He is running for Congress. And many of you have said, well, Wayne, what are you doing? Well, after all of this losing that nobody is talking about, that they're looking over, we need some winners. We need some winners out there. We need some winners elected to Washington, D.C.
Amen.
Yes, we do.
We need some conservatives that are going to back Trump with the MAGA mindset.
Uh-huh.
Because they kicked out a lot of the MAGA mindset people from the White House. So we need some people in Congress. Jeff Sessions should still be in Congress, as a matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Jeff Sessions should still be in the Senate as a hawk.
That would have helped us tremendously over the last year.
Yes, sir. It would have.
Yes, sir. I think this is my guess. It's Antonio.
Hey guys, how are you, Wayne? How you doing?
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a friend of mine. We have had him on the show before, and I'm glad to have him back again. Mr. Antonio Sabato Jr. He is running for Congress in the 26th.
Right, we're going to win.
Oh yeah. Oh, I mean, and that's what I was saying just a while ago, that we need some winners. We need some winners to go up there with the MAGA mindset and everything that I've seen from your social media account, from your website, from your ideas. It is the MAGA mindset. It is the continuation of the agenda to make America great again. Now, I want to know, what are you doing out there in California right now to rally the troops to get these people motivated and to get these people moving?
You know, there's a saying that if you want to win the war, you got to become the war. And so we are becoming a team. My entire district is coming together. We want our county back. We want to make it red again with common sense. We want to make it a safe county, a productive county economically. We want to give back to the American people. They deserve the best. And so we got to stop lying to the American folks out there and tell them the truth. We need to start representing people who are willing to say the truth. What's best for the American people is best for me. And so right now I'm full of passion. I have a great team. Like I said, the county from left to right, up and down is coming toward me, with me. We're going to come strong, and we're going to get rid of Julia Brownlee, making sure that she never goes back to Congress ever again. We need to represent people who are there working hard for the American people, for the Constitution, for everything that this country's been through, for our soldiers, our veterans. We got to do what's right for the American people. We have laws. We got to protect the American people first and foremost. So I'm very passionate. I'm very eager to get in there and start making things happen because we've been taken advantage of for a long time, and the state of California is falling behind in every way. And so we got to step up and make sure that this state is part of the American and the rest of the country. So and we're doing it. So November 8th, we're going to have a new election, and we're going to get in there.
Well, Antonio, this is Stacey Rush, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're very excited about your campaign and want to continue to have you on and spread the message and help you campaign, help you raise money, help you get elected in your district. But I have a question for you because you spoke about speaking truth, and it's a tough decision Donald Trump recently made on the omnibus bill. His rationale behind it was supporting the military. How would you have voted on this omnibus bill? Because for the people like myself who look at it, I look at it as just a huge windfall for the Democrats and their programs, and I understand the need to rebuild the military. It seemed like a mistake on my point, but it's a tough decision. So I'd like to know where you would have stood on that had you been in office at the time.
Well, of course. Listen, I think that our president is going to win at the end. It's a slow process when you have both parties against you. In this particular case, he had no choice. He was against the wall. And he actually, he made it happen in a sense where the military got some of it. We have to understand something. We have both houses, but at the same time, both houses are against the president. We have, for the first time in a long while, a president who wants to put America first in every way. We've had a president who led us into the war in the Middle East. We had a president who took us out of the Middle East and brought more pain. We had a president who made a deal with the Iranian government, with cash, with money. Now we have a president who actually says, you know what, we're not going to make those deals with terrorist countries. We're not going to make deals and go to war and do this and that and lose American lives. We're actually going to stay here, take care of America, and put America first. So right now he has an option to do what he wants to do with the money. So in a way, he's leading, not in a perfect way. Nothing will be perfect in government, especially in this situation. But I think the American people are waking up, and they're finding out that they need to represent people who put America first in every way, not the party, but Americans. And we have to start using common sense because these politicians are ruining our states and putting a lot of danger, putting criminals on the street. And it's a dangerous time, and they're taking away our freedom of speech. They're taking away our Second Amendment. They're trying to take away our freedom, and that's not going to happen. America stands alone. We're one country. No one is like America, and we should be proud of that. And so I'm going to fight for that, and we're going to fight for the flag because enough is enough.
Good evening, Antonio. Hutch Bailey Jr. here. Thanks for coming on the program. First of all, let me congratulate you on making Bill Maher's hit list. Along with Andrew Breitbart. That's a good place to be. That means you're doing the right thing. That's right. Could you talk to the audience a little bit about this Representative Julia Brownlee and some of the things that she's pursued and why it would be in California's and Ventura County's best interest to get rid of her?
Oh, it would be the best. She's been in Congress and supposedly taking care of my county for almost 6 years. She lives in Santa Monica. She doesn't come out here. She's not part of the community. She's not involved in all the community. I'm talking about from left to right, everyone included. She's not here. She hasn't been here. She comes here for photo hops and this and that, and she leaves. She got an office in an easy way. She got the money from Pelosi. She was able to come in at the right time, and she stayed in. But as far as her job in Congress, she has zero productivity in Congress in almost 6 years. It's disgusting to me that this person has been in Congress without doing absolutely nothing. She did do something very dangerous when she was in the California Assembly. She was able to build a policy, AB 109, prisoner early release, and Prop 47 and 57 came with it, and she's part of that. And that put a lot of criminals out on the streets. We have more criminals out on the street than in prisons, and their excuse is, well, we're not going to build any more prisons. We just let them out. And this is causing such mayhem and turmoil in my community as well as the rest of the state. I'm telling you, any city or any state that is run by Democrats is falling apart. You can look at the stats, look at it. And we got to step away from that because the socialist way that they're dealing with ruling these states and these cities and these counties is wrong. We have to follow the Constitution. They want to socialize everything. They want to regulate everything. They're against pro-business. My opponent is against pro-business. She's for sanctuary cities. I have no idea what anyone would vote for sanctuary cities. We should have a sanctuary country for the American people. These illegals who are coming here from all over the world, coming here and using us, taking our money, going to hospital, getting treated, getting this, getting that, getting free this. There's nothing free. The American people are paying for it. The future of my children, you're taking money away from them by taking care of people that are criminals here. Because if you think about it, if you cross the border and you do something illegal, you're already a criminal at that point. I don't care what it is, but we need to be a country of laws. And I know this is tough for people to hear, but listen, if they want to help people, let's bring law and order and making sure that we know where they're coming from, who they are, respecting the flag, learning the language, maybe get to know the states and learn that there's 50 states and things like that. Common sense, man. They should be proud to be American and doing it legally. And so these representatives are very much against anything legal. And that's one way to look at it and go, this is our man. And Tony Sabato Jr. is our man for this county because we got to make it red again with common sense for the future of the country.
Antonio, what is your analysis of Brown making basically the entire state a sanctuary state, and then you have the Oakland mayor who basically shielded or tipped off illegals to running away and trying to hide, which put a lot of the safety of legal Americans in jeopardy.
All the time. And this is happening all the time. Who are these people? And these politicians, they think they're above the law. They think they're gods, put into place to do whatever they want. And they do that constantly. So right now, we have to look at it this way. The American people have the power. This time around in November, do not vote Democrat because this is what you're going to get. You're going to get more sanctuary cities. You're going to have more unemployment. You're going to have more homelessness as it is in California. We're number one in that department. So right now, I think, we need people who are passionate, man, about the flag and about everything that this country's been through and doing it legally, where we have law and order, where we follow the law. And we don't have much of that anymore. And Brown has almost destroyed the state. And he's an insult to Sacramento and to our government. And that's got to stop. So these are harsh words. But you know what? When you come into our house in America and take advantage of us on a daily basis and keep lying to us and using the media and all this, at some point you got to say, you know what, we're going to make up mind. We voted for you before, but this has not been working out very well. So right now we're going to vote for Antonio. We're going to vote for people like him who put our country first. This is what it's about. It's about the future of America.
And Antonio, I've seen on your timeline over the past couple of weeks, you've been getting endorsements from people all over the map, it seems to me. Do you feel like that California is ready for that change? Do you feel like they're real? We look as outsiders of news reports on what's going on in San Francisco, and we hear that people and businesses are leaving California all the time. Do you think the citizens are getting to that tipping point where they too want to change?
Yeah, they want to change real bad, and they love it here. But, in the last 10 years, we've lost 1 million workers. I mean, these are also small jobs, big businesses, small ones, and they don't come back. They had enough. Why you're making it so hard for my small business to succeed? Why are you making it so hard? Why are you taxing me? Why are you putting gas tax, which no one has ever voted for? Why are you doing this to me? Why are you socializing everything? Why aren't you making it easier for the American citizen and easier for an illegal who is here illegally? I don't get it. So we need to start using our common sense and go, you know what? We need to vote for what is right. And they're coming strong. They're coming. The LA GOP just endorsed me recently, which is a big thing. And Buck McKeon and Gus Bilidakis. We have a lot of good people who are supporting me from day one because they see what's going to happen otherwise. And we can't let that happen. November 8th, we're going to win. And I tell everyone, tell your friends, tell your neighbors to go to voteantonio.com. Donate what you can. It doesn't matter what it is. But tell your friends and never stop until we win. Because the opposition, they do things illegally. They pay people to vote. This happens all the time. But we're going to win with grassroots. We're going to win with common sense. And everyone who wants their country back are going to go out there and vote, and we're going to get our county of Ventura County, District 26, red again.
All right. Let me ask you a question because I know your background's not in politics, and sometimes politics can be a real contact sport. You said you have a good team. Do you have some savvy people in California politics that can help you take this seat, number one, and number two? Good.
Some people don't understand, but, I started campaigning for our president. I knew he was going to win from day one. I've done my research. I've been going to Washington, D.C. I've been talking to the right people. I've been to the Capitol many, many times. I've been learning. I'm one of those guys that, I don't raise my hand until I know I'm going to say something that I'm sure of with facts and knowledge. So I've been doing the works, and I knew that if I was going to jump into this race, I needed to be prepared in every way. I'm not a politician, nor do I want to be one.
That's good.
I'm an old-fashioned guy. I believe in citizens should be the right leaders because they understand the neighborhoods. They understand the climate of the district and the state. And more so, I understand it because I'm an immigrant who came here legally. So I'm the right guy for the job. I put everything on the line, 30 years in the entertainment business, and now I kind of just put it on the side to do this because my country means everything to me. My country's given me everything. And so it's time that we give it back to our country that we love so much.
You speak perfect English, and you didn't at 12, so that goes a long way toward backing up what you said. My other question, real quick, though, about the neighborhoods. You were in ground zero of some really nasty fires and things. How's the neighborhood?
We've been through a lot with the fires, and what I've seen is people come together. I was at the shelter many, many days trying to help, trying to buy some stuff, whatever they needed, and try to buy some food for our sheriff department or fire department or people that needed some stuff. I just go around and say, listen, do you need anything? I'll just go grab it. And but they came together, and we went through a lot. It was the worst fire we've ever seen, but this is the type of community we have here. We want representatives who are going to fight just as much. And during the whole ordeal with the fires, where was Julia Brownlee? Julia Brownlee was not around. She's not around here. That's exactly why I'm running, because I want to be around. I want to be the guy who you can call, who you can talk to, because that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be answering the phones and shake people's hands and answer those questions and actually go to Washington and work really hard and make things happen. One of the things that I have that other people don't have is my name recognition. Obviously, I can get on the air and talk to people about specific issues that concern my district. Julia Brownlee has never been on TV, I don't think ever. And every time I've been on TV, she's been asked to come, and she's always denied it. So her record speaks for herself. I haven't been in politics, but I can guarantee you I've done more for my district as I've been running than she has done in 6 years. So I will do even more when I'm in office, and I'm proud of that, and I can't wait.
Antonio, ladies and gentlemen, we have Antonio Sabato Jr. on the line. He's running for Congress. He's fired up. He's fired up, passionate about America. Yep. You can hear it in his voice. And this is like night and day from the stuff that we see that's in Washington right now. So that's why we continue to say we're going to have we're going to have people on here that we think can win, but we need you to support and back and spread the message of these candidates. Also, we're focused on the midterms 2018. Forget all that other mess. Forget all that. And now if Antonio was on CNN or MSNBC right now, you wouldn't even been able to hear all this because they would have started off the interview. So what do you think about Stormy Daniels and the I don't care. I don't give a damn about Stormy Daniels. I want to hear, and I want y'all to hear what Antonio is going to do for his state and what he is going to do to help make America great again. One more thing before I'll let you go. And we will have you back. We will continuously have you back so that everybody continues to know about you. But is your county hurt by the water situation? Because I saw a documentary on the water situation out there in California, and there's a lot of people hurting. I didn't know it was that bad.
No.
I didn't know it was that bad.
No, it is actually worse than you could possibly imagine because these representatives are working with the environment people who are willing to put people last. They care about regulations, and the farmers need to pay this, they need to pay that. The farmers need water. We need supply. We need to make sure that they get everything they need to supply to actually have the crops for the rest of the country or the rest of the world. We do a lot of great things, out here. Strawberries, we have avocados, we have lemons, we have mandarins, we have beautiful stuff that is growing in my county. But these representatives are making it really extremely difficult for farmers, for any type of business, and that concerns is also water, and we need to start bringing water out here. We need to start helping the farmers because they need it the most, and the American people should come first. But this politics of county to county, city to city, how they work and how they do not get along is it's fascinating, and at the same time it's disgusting because they should all be working together, and it's the American people should get the return, especially when they get voted in and they get nothing in return. So yeah, water is a concern, as many other things, and I'm going to tackle every one of them.
There we go. Antonio, let everybody know how they can contact you anyhow on social media and even outside of social media.
Oh, thank you, Wayne. Yes, social media, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, it's all under Antonio Sabato Jr. Like I said, if you guys are willing to jump on board and start supporting our campaign, go to voteantonio.com and tell your friends, your neighbors, keep talking about it to anyone you meet, that we need your support. And also to the Republican Party and to our president, come and help us out in California. We need your support. It would do really great things for us here. So if you're listening, Mr. President, and the Republican Party, and you know who you are out there, come and help us out and support the candidates who are running in California. We need your help. We are part of America, and we need you more than ever.
Antonio, you are the man. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I love your passion, and I hope that all the candidates for all the candidates that come on here, that's what we want. We want to see your passion. The American people want to see your passion. As a matter of fact, hold on before I let you go, because while you were talking, I was putting out some of your information and stuff, and for those candidates that are out there that want a vehicle to get your message out, and we're not playing, but close to 10,000 viewers already on Periscope alone. 10,000 viewers already are listening to Antonio, and make sure you get his message out. Make sure you get it out. And if you're watching this on replay, tweet it out. Tweet it out. Post it on Facebook. Post it on and get it out there, because these candidates need help. These candidates need help, and we don't need the establishment picking these candidates. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
100%.
All right.
Amen to that, guys. We have to do it together. We got to get our country back, and it's more important than anything ever. I think this is a really amazing time in our lives, and we got to take advantage of it. This is going to be a great race, a great year, and let's get it back.
All right.
Well, and if you could do anything, Antonio, to help out other candidates with your passion and fire, I'm telling you, that's part of the deal with the GOP. They're not as out there. They're not as confident. They are not as quick on their feet as you are. You do an amazing job, and keep it up.
Yeah, you do. Yep.
Yeah, no, we have to. You're right. We have to come together, and we have to stop this nonsense from the other side, calling us names and putting us down and making things up. That's got to end. The Conservative Party is the one that comes to help when people need the help the most, and we conserve. Just the conservative thing alone, we believe in conserving and actually not overspending. We're at $21 trillion.
Exactly.
We've spent and overspent every little dime that we have in this country, and so we're going to keep spending and not getting in return. No, we got to build this country back up, and the president is doing that, and I'm going to certainly do that in my county.
All right.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, my brother, Antonio Sabato Jr., thank you, man.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. God bless you all.
And while the numbers are high, we have Omar Navarro coming on tomorrow from California. He's taking on Kerosene Maxine Waters out in California.
I would love to see that win.
So we have Omar Navarro is coming on tomorrow night. We have Michael J. Flynn Jr. That's right. I said Michael J. Flynn Jr. on Wednesday night. And then next Tuesday, and I know I put on the Facebook and all that. I know I put on there Monday, but it's next Tuesday. We have Corey Lewandowski joining the show, taking time off from pushing his book and stuff to join us on the show. And we might have two more surprise guests. I'm working it hard. But you're all, I might even like to talk like, well, no, that's Australian now. I need to talk English.
Anyhow, old chap.
Yeah, anyhow, old chap.
We'll get my boyfriend on to give you a couple of lessons before you have any English people on. How about that?
Well, it's might have Mr. Brexit on next week too. So that's what I'm working out right now. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, Omar Navarro is on tomorrow night. We have Michael Flynn Jr. that is on Wednesday night. Then we have Corey Lewandowski next Tuesday, and I am loading it up. I'm loading it up because now we need to get motivated again.
We're in war mode, it looks
we
like.
need to get motivated again, okay? Because some people have been lulled to sleep.
That's true.
Some people have been lulled to sleep. We just passed over 10,000 viewers on Periscope. We are looking good on the politicalinsider.com. My Facebook page, of course. The mothership of Louis Farrakhan probably is hovering over it, so that's probably why people can't see it. I don't know.
The wheel.
The wheel, yes. But before we went to Antonio, Paul Ryan resigning was in the subject of the show. What I'm hearing right now is that he is denying the rumor that he is going to resign, which many of us.
This isn't the first time that came up either. This is the second time.
What, that he was going to resign?
Yeah.
But I
there
mean,
were rumors of it about a couple months ago.
People getting tired of him, man.
I was still hoping.
People getting tired of him. People getting tired of him. You know why?
I think Wisconsin should retire him.
He's trying to play Trump. He's trying to play the Trump administration. And I am going to say it. I believe some of this money is going in his pocket.
Oh, I'm sure.
I believe some of this omnibus bill stuff. He's had 3 omnibus bills under him.
And if it's not going to him, it's going to his son or one of his nephews. He'll get it.
Ladies and gentlemen, $3 trillion has been spent underneath Paul Ryan.
That's just this last couple of years.
Yeah.
I agree. The whole premise that the Republicans put up with this garbage, that every dollar spent for the military has to be spent for domestic programs, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I know.
I agree.
The U.S. military should be the biggest expenditure in the U.S. government.
Period.
There shouldn't be that many more underneath it.
Right. You shouldn't have to equal out domestic.
No.
For
no.
Providing defense for the country.
No.
Who in Stacey? Who in the world
Who's
came up?
charge?
Right. Exactly. Who came up with that rule?
It's been there for a long time, and it's not a rule, but it's been there.
Well, you know,
it's a bunch of BS, is what it is. And the other part of the BS is, you know, saying, oh, well, if we could get the Freedom Caucus on board to vote for anything, or you have to have Democrat votes. Well, you know what? Change the freaking rule in the Senate then. Let's change it back. Let's go balls to the wall. Let's do 51 votes. They win the Senate back. Screw us then. That it is what it is. You know, but this capitulating to Democrats and doing things like that and you know, oh, we've got to spend just as much on domestic. Sure, let's spend it on quality domestic programs. Let's not line people's pockets in their districts. Let's not pay them for fences and borders in the Middle East. Let's pay for one in our backyard.
Right.
You know, I'm sick of the entire process.
How about an incentive for people to get married and raise their kids?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
there we go.
Put some money somewhere.
Yeah.
Put it somewhere where it's going to do something to make the country better.
And I told Rents a couple of years ago when he was in charge of the RNC, I was like, you are missing out on a huge win. And this was before President Trump even got in the race. I was like, all you need to do during an election is put together web ads of the RNC and family. Or the RNC supports family. Because family is what makes this country. If you separate a family, this country is separated. And over the years, you've seen what the socialist agenda has tried to do is separate black families, separate white families, separate
all of us.
Separate
church families.
Mm-hmm.
They've been pushing the woman movement and making men feminine type,
making them wear skinny jeans.
Yeah.
And,
God. I saw an article that a family was thinking of unisex names for their baby. I'm thinking that's not parenting. That's child abuse.
Yeah.
You know, the whole thing, if you look at how old the M16/AR-15 is, from back in the early 60s, I think it might even have started being designed in the 50s. And there was no mass killings until 10 years ago, or 20, however, whenever the first one started.
Yeah.
This is about the family, man. This is about the destruction of the family.
It absolutely 100% is. And it's about that, but it's also about tearing apart the American family.
Yeah.
The only people who win with all this discord are the politicians in D.C., and we agree as Americans on about 75% of the issues, but you would never know it. You would absolutely never know it. So not only are they trying to tear apart the family nuclear structure, they're trying to tear apart the American family as well, and it's just disgraceful.
And you know what? Let me say this too, because and I'm not trying to praise them, but I'm doing it for a purpose because I want you pissed off. They're doing a damn good job.
Oh, they are. Those kids,
they're
doing
out
of that school.
Yeah,
they're not educated. They're trained.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. I mean, you know, they're coming out against all politicians with the NRA, but they're not calling out anybody, or they're not. You know, we aren't for one party. You know, we're just saying we're not trying to take anybody's guns, but if you really listen to them, they're trying to take people's guns. If you listen to them, they're trying to take people's guns.
And that hog is a full-throated communist. I mean, he didn't stop talking about the guns for 10 seconds till he started railing against voter ID.
Yeah.
The guy's a pure leftist.
Oh, and by the way, some of y'all didn't see this. They were registering voters.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm serious. That thing looked like a presidential inauguration.
Listen,
I had to laugh. I was like, "Damn, Stacey." I mean,
that's what we were
a lot of
talking
people.
about last week. Is that I mean, you know what? We should be mad. Where is our side with this kind of stuff? Because they're freaking brilliant.
Yeah.
They are freaking brilliant.
You got to give it to them.
How they are using every crisis, every teenager, every event to resist and persist and do everything that they possibly can. I mean, it's unbelievable what they are able to do with these little Obama bots.
And what did he say? He wanted 1 million of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that whole thing. The good part about it is they won't vote.
Yeah.
You know?
But they will. I mean, they had
Obama.
They had another event the other day, and I can't remember what it was, but they were registering people. Oh, it was at openings for the Black Panther. They were out registering to vote people at the movie premiere. I mean, they do not stop. And, you know, I have to say, I feel like I'm with Rush Limbaugh right now. You know, I've always been like, maybe we can figure out a way to work together and get, you know, the vast big issues handled. But I'm to the point now with how left the Democrat Party is that they have to be destroyed. There is no.
You're right. That's true.
Well, you know, I mean, you know, you said that they were out registering votes for during the Black Panther movie. Well, those votes ain't gonna count anyway because they all thought they were in Wakanda anyway. So they thought they were like, "Damn, where's Wakanda? We need to go to Wakanda." Yeah, I said it. I said it. All right. Yeah. Even Hutch was getting ready to go see it.
We need to have a what? He stopped me in the middle of my sentence. That don't happen too often.
I said, even Hutch was getting ready to put on his dashiki and and go see it, but he was like, "Oh no, somebody's probably gonna see me." So.
My Mao. I heard it was a good movie.
Yeah, it was. I
didn't see it.
But it wasn't as good as everybody's saying. It's just a freaking movie. I mean, it's a comic book on the screen. Yeah.
And they were acting like it was the second coming of Christ. Yeah. I was like, Jesus, it's a freaking movie, people. Yeah. Settle down.
Isn't it like based on a comic book, isn't it?
Well,
right.
You talk to some of the people. No, this is a biopsy. This is a biopsy. Well, not a biopsy.
Biography.
A biopic or biopsy?
Biopic, yeah. It's a biopic, man.
Biopic.
Yeah, it's Wakanda's out there. They just got to turn the switch on so everybody can see it. Because, you know, it's still invisible, man. We got to find out where the invisible door is to get in there. But, yeah, they
tried that once with Liberia. That didn't work out too good.
Liberian girl, you came and okay, all right. I ain't talking about no damn Stormy Daniels thing.
Good.
I'm talking about that thing.
Yeah.
She was all drugged up though.
Did you see those? No, I ain't gonna talk. I ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't gonna talk about it. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. I'll talk about it just for a second. She was on cocaine or something, boy.
She was on something.
Look, she had black pearls for eyes the whole entire time.
Wow. And you know how a TV studio is.
Yeah.
They show.
Yeah, it's like seriously lit.
What happened with 60 Minutes? I thought 60 Minutes was on CBS News. Did CNN buy it, or did Anderson Cooper move to CBS?
He switched teams. He switched teams very easy.
I know. There was some wicked memes about that. About that interview.
He switched teams very easily. I mean, he just slides in there and slides on out, you know. I heard Don Lemon was kind of mad. He's like, but that's mine. That's my interview. I'm going to play this, ladies and gentlemen. There is one word on here that there's one word on here that is bad. Okay, so I want you to know there's one word on here that is bad, but for the most part, the Democrats are afraid of John Bolton. I mean, really afraid.
Yes, they are.
Listen to this.
What are the implications of his elevation to National Security Advisor?
No, Willie, I think the president is assembling a war cabinet.
He is as insanely militaristic as they come.
Yeah, I can't imagine a more reckless, more dangerous pick.
John Bolton is a dangerous man.
John Bolton, I think, is a disastrous pick.
Bolton is known for his ultra-hawkish views.
John Bolton is known as a hardliner.
Now he brings in the godfather of stupid wars, John Bolton.
For decades, John Bolton has been one of the most vocal critics of the United Nations.
Yeah, one of the things I was reading about him
probably scared me the most is he's not just extreme in his views, but he's smart. And it seems like with John Bolton, he knows how to get the bad shit done.
His rhetoric really stands out, though. He talked about Russian election meddling as a true act of war.
He was a prominent supporter of the U.S. invasion of Iraq to this day.
He's still unrepentant about the Iraq War. He still thinks it was a good idea.
He is someone who would advise this president to go to war with Iran, to go to war with North Korea.
He's openly backed war against Iran and North Korea.
He's talked about bombing Iran.
He has written op-eds where he says we need to bomb Iran.
Bolton wrote a piece headlined, "To Stop Iran's Bomb, Bomb Iran."
And is not afraid of getting into a nuclear exchange or doing preemptive nuclear strikes in North Korea or Iran.
Openly roots for preemptive war against North Korea and Iran with no congressional vote.
So the Bolton appointment really scares me on Iran, on North Korea.
Bolton wrote an article for the Wall Street Journal headlined, "The Legal Case for Striking North Korea First."
John Bolton is a hawk. He is a warmonger.
He is a warmonger.
Bolton is a warmonger.
And hires a war.
Understands it, and he not just understands what's going on with North Korea and the Middle East. He understands what's going on south of our border.
Right.
And it's very dangerous down there, and that is something that we have not been paying attention to at all. And he will bring that knowledge to the table, too. I think it was a great pick.
He schooled us. I mean, I didn't know that the Cuban military was running Venezuela until he told me. And then I went and researched it, and there it was.
I told you, though. I mean, at CPAC, when I was watching that documentary on Cuba. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I didn't know. I mean, everything that we've heard, you don't know the truth about some of this stuff,
That's true.
You don't know the stuff. I mean, when you hear other people telling and putting out these Netflix documentaries from Cuba and Venezuela, and when you hear other people talking, you're like, I didn't even know about the Rahman Shishis out in Oregon.
Yeah, you were telling me.
I didn't know about that.
It's a wonderful information age.
Yes, it is.
You just got to watch some of that stuff. Some of that stuff. I tried to watch 2 documentaries on the War of 1812, and they were both talking about Republican Party back in 1811.
Really?
And the Republican Party didn't start until the 1850s. Because I do know that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to roll out. We will be back here tomorrow night. Again, Omar Navarro will be here tomorrow night. I want to thank Antonio Sabato Jr. for joining us tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank all of you for sharing the show, especially on Periscope and Facebook on the Political Insider. Thank you so much. Thank you for, and also on Spreaker. Thank you for sharing the show. We're trying to get to the NRA convention in Dallas. It hasn't gone up for about 2 days. Ladies and gentlemen, if we don't get our goal, then we can't go. Okay, that's we're not going to go on $2,000. We can't do it.
It's prohibitive.
Can't do it. So if you would like to help, that is the link. And believe me, I'm not begging anybody. I'm not going to beg anybody. That's not going to work. But if you would like us to go, fine. Great. There it is.
I'd love to go. We thought you guys wanted us.
Yeah.
And obviously a lot do. I mean, let's not take anything away from the people that have donated already.
Right. Yeah.
We thank you very much, but we need more, man.
All right.
Just a fact of life.
Stacy, how can people reach out to you on social media?
You guys can most easily reach me at on Twitter at DiscoveringMe40. I am the Right Rush on Gab, and a pleasure as usual, gentlemen.
This next screen that you see on your screen is very important for all you YouTubers. Don't forget to like the show, subscribe, and click on the notifications, and press on the bell, on the notification bell, so you are notified when we go live. For Facebook, don't forget to share the show, as this platform is suppressing not only our show, but many other conservative websites and conservative Facebook pages. And for Periscope, your super hearts that you give out to us during the show converts to a monetary donation at the end of the month. And tonight we have 37, I think. No, wait, there's 37 stars. I don't know if that's super hearts, but 37 stars. So thank you so much for that. I want to make something real clear, too. Found out last night that Alan West, his Facebook page, is under attack. His Facebook page was taken over by a former member of his staff. They, because he had 2.7 million followers or likes on there, they have taken it over. They have changed the name to Alan West Fans instead of Alan West. It was Alan West last night. I know it because I saw it. So now today is Alan West Fans. The story is on WayneDupree.com, and I will put it out again on social media. But with the video of Alan West speaking also. But it's a tangled web in there, and he's trying to get it back. He's trying to get his website. No, he's trying to get his Facebook page back. He's going to try to talk to Facebook. I haven't seen Facebook fix that before, because I remember Tommy Lahren and Glenn Beck, but Facebook never forced Glenn Beck to give Tommy back her Facebook page, you know, the login and password and different things like that. And that's basically what is happening with Alan West. So make sure that you check that out. Okay, Hutch, how can people reach out to you on social media?
Yeah, Hutch Bailey Jr. on Facebook and Berg's Eye View on Twitter. Catch you tomorrow.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Omar Navarro on Tuesday, Michael Flynn Jr. on Wednesday, Corey Landowski on next Tuesday. My name is Wayne Dupree. Good night.
Thanks for listening to the award-winning Wayne Dupree Show, named one of the top 50 influential black Republicans by Newsmax. Contribute to the program by going to WayneDupree.com and clicking on donate. Also, support the show and take us on the go by downloading our free app. Just search Wayne Dupree in your app store.
You are fake news.
Sick of fake news? Tune in to the Wayne Dupree Show. Real talk, and you'll always hear it with us. Bring 2 to 3 friends to the show tomorrow night, and let's make America great again together.
God bless America, and no place else.
This has been the Wayne Dupree Show.